Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York. New York Times World News. December 22nd, 5 o'clock America, New York. What is the polar vortex? And other cold weather climate questions. As much of the United States plunges into a deep freeze, scientists continue to debate how rapid Arctic warming is playing a role. Extremely cold Arctic air blew into San Antonio, Texas, in February 2021. New York Times World News.
December 22nd, 5 o'clock America, New York. For Zelensky, a celebration of resilience and a sales pitch for support. For all the talk of victory, President Volodymyr Zelensky's remarks in Washington revealed hints about his worries for the year ahead. President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine urged a joint session of Congress to continue support for the defense of his country.
BBC News World.
December 22nd, 4:56 America, New York, Arizona-Mexico border, makeshift container wall to be dismantled. The U.S. government sued the state's governor last week for allegedly trespassing on federal lands.
Washington Post World.
December 22nd, 4:39 America, New York, Turkey, Saudi Arabia decry Taliban university ban for women. Turkey and Saudi Arabia are the latest Muslim-majority countries to condemn a decision by Taliban authorities to bar women from universities.
RT World News.
December 22nd, 4:39 America, New York. Swiss government decides on third gender. Adding a new option is not being requested by the Swiss population and would require too many changes, authorities say.
BBC News World. December 22nd, 3:56 America, New York, New Zealand. Jacinda Ardern offensive MP comment transcript sells for $100,000 New Zealand dollars. The auction follows a heated exchange between the Prime Minister and a political rival in Parliament.
Mirror World News.
December 22nd, 3:39 America, New York. Vladimir Putin wants to bolster Russia's armed forces to 1.5 million combat personnel. Russia's defense minister Sergei Shoigu said that adding to the country's 1.15 million servicemen and women would guarantee the solving of problems related to Russia's military security.
Washington Post World.
December 22nd, 3:20 America, New York. Explosion in northern Iraq kills 2 soldiers, injures 3. Iraqi state news says 2 soldiers have been killed and 3 have been injured in an explosion in northern Iraq.
RT World News.
December 22nd, 2:55 America, New York. Hungary wants European Parliament dissolved. The arrest of an EP vice president shows that the institution lacks safeguards, PM Viktor Orban says.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News.
December 22nd, 2:40 America, New York. The serpent killer Charles Sabraj set to be freed from Nepal jail. A French murderer who admitted to killing several Western tourists is due to be set free from prison in Nepal after the country's Supreme Court ordered his release. File photo. French serial killer Charles Sabraj leaves Kathmandu District Court after his hearing in Kathmandu May 31, 2011.
Washington Post World.
December 22nd, 2 o'clock America, New York. Australian vandals destroy 30,000-year-old rock art. Australian authorities say vandals have destroyed rock art believed to be some 30,000 years old.
Mirror World News.
December 22nd, 1:18 America, New York. Scientists find toxic cause of hallucinogenic spinach after dozens are hospitalized. Australians had been urged not to go seeking a sickly spinach high after a tiny psycho weed found its way into a range of supermarket products, including salad and stir-fry mixes.
Time. December 22nd, 1:05 America, New York. Associates of Sam Bankman-Fried pled guilty and cooperate with prosecutors as the FTX founder is extradited on criminal charges. New York. 2 of Sam Bankman-Fried's top associates secretly pleaded guilty to criminal charges in the collapse of the cryptocurrency exchange FTX and are cooperating with investigators. A federal prosecutor announced Wednesday as the digital coin entrepreneur was being flown in FBI custody to the U.S.
BBC News World.
December 22nd, 1:04 America, New York. The making of a young hero of Ukraine. Quentin Somerville traces the journey of a 22-year-old from the start of the war to being awarded the highest honor for bravery.
https://globalnews.ca/feed/.
December 22nd, 0:36 America New York, Edmonton Oilers score 3 goals in third to win 6-3 over Stars in Dallas. The Edmonton Oilers scored a 6-3 win over the Dallas Stars Wednesday night. Connor McDavid, Ropa Hints.
New York Times World News.
December 22, 018 America New York, your Thursday briefing. Volodymyr Zelensky visited President Biden in his first known trip outside Ukraine since Russia invaded. Vice President Kamala Harris and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi hoist a Ukrainian flag signed by soldiers in the midst of war as Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky addresses a joint session of Congress.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News. December 21, 2313 America New York. The adulation of a man fighting their fight, but not from all sides. Into a buttoned-up, power-dressed chamber of U.S. politicians entered the man of war. Volodymyr Zelensky.
Mirror World News.
December 21, 2312 America New York. Warning issued after nearly 200 children die from contaminated cough syrup in Indonesia. Parents have been given an urgent warning over substandard medicine after suspected contamination of cough syrup in Indonesia led to the deaths of almost 200 people, mostly children.